Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me over Q4 of the weekly contest 439, Lexicographically smallest generated string. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me in Discord, let me know what you think about this one. Yeah, so apparently a lot of people got this one. I did not actually. The main reason is apparently there's a greedy solution that I honestly just didn't. I didn't know of. I did thought about it during the contest, but wasn't able to prove it, so I actually didn't try. The way that I was going about it, maybe I could have gotten it if I had an extra 10 minutes, but I was looking for another greedy, and it had the same idea, but it was wrong. So, but we'll go over my version first, and it is just literally brute force all you can. The way that I did it, I'm not actually super happy about, but I just want to give it to you like how I thought about it, right? So the way that I thought about it is that, let me bring up the drawing board real quick. The way that I thought about this one is that, well, first of all, the first thing that we should do is just fill in the stuff that are forced, right? Because if it's true, like the things that we have T for, you're forced to, so you just throw it in. Pretty straightforward. I mean, I think everyone maybe figure out that part, hopefully anyway. Yeah, and then if it's inconsistent, you return empty string, so forth, right? And then for me, the way that I thought about it is that, let's say we have, yeah, so let's say we have just a lot of Fs, right? And maybe, you know, AAA or whatever, right? The way that I thought about this one is just brute force in a way, which is that, okay, as I said, this one, we have AAA, right? Actually, let me space them out a little bit. And then here, this corresponds to this one goes to this one, which is another A, right? So then now we have to follow the rest, because these things are forced because of this true statement, right? We have no choice. And then the rest is just, well, I just brute force one at a time. I go, okay, is this an A? No way. One thing about the lexicographically smallest is that we want to be greedy on the first character as much as possible, because if you choose a later character, then it's not going to matter anyway, right? If there's something exists in the first character. The way that I think about it is that if you have like A and then B, the other way, A, Z, 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 is still better than B, A, 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 right? So that's how I would think about it, on why you want to optimize on the first one. Anyway, so that the way that I thought about this one is that I go A, okay, good, A, okay, good, and then this is no bueno because this is F. Oh, sorry. Now that this is A, we try A, but this is no bueno because this is F, more precisely. So then we try B, right? And then we try again. Here we try A, but this is no bueno because actually with this F, you know, these three A's, so then we try B again. And that's really the entire thing, right? The hard part is that for a given character, we have to, let me change the colors real quick actually. So let's say we have this given character and we have AAA, which is 3 strings. It is in a lot of double strings, right? It is in this string, it is in this string, it is in this string, right? In fact, there are n being the number of characters in string 2, or the pattern, or whatever you want to call it, a number of these, right? Which is fine. So then the way to solve that is, of course, the way that I thought about it is just by using a very tricky way of constructing, which is by using Robin Corp, right? And this is very annoying. This is a very tough problem. I think Robin Corp comes in place in a lot of places, so maybe it's useful. But the way that I kind of maintain it is that for every index, I keep track of all of these as a hash, right? And then we just slowly move one to the right every time, and we just kind of rehash this original string so that when we have an F, we just track that none of these matches, and that's really it. It's very kind of complicated, honestly. I mean, the idea is not that bad, but it took me a long time to come up with it. Anyway, just have struggle with this problem, but and it still kind of took a long time, frankly, right? And this is basically how I did it. I'm not going to spend too much time on this particular solution because I don't know, it's just not the final answer, right? But basically here, as I said, so if we have a T, we have to force to fill in all the T's. For all the things that are not T's, and it has to be consistent, otherwise we return empty string. And then next we hash the character, and then this is the rehash string 2, and then here we keep track of where current sub j is. You go to the hash where the last character is I plus j. So we kind of just do the entire thing, right? And then here is the really ridiculously long thing. So the two cases is whether answer sub I is none or not. If answer sub I is none, that means that we did not have we have to calculate what it is. If it is not none, we just kind of shift and add, right? Again, I'm not going to go over this in detail. You can probably work this out if you are familiar with Robin Corp. It's just keeping in track that there's a lot of offsets, which makes it a little bit complicated to read and write, more importantly, which is why I didn't finish. But yeah, this is shift and then this add, but there's also, you're not adding the current number, you're adding the last number in that sliding window, and you're doing the entire window at the same, all the windows at the same time, right? Of length n, or n2. And if it is none, then we just brute force try that, we brute force try every character, but keep in mind that in this case there should only it's always possible to find a number, and I think honestly it should be possible to find it within either 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that. But yeah, so here we set good is equal to true, and then we just kind of again do the sliding hash thing for every possible hash, right? Again, I'm not going to go over this in detail. There's a simpler way, and we'll go over that next. But that's the way I thought about it, and it works, frankly. You have O of n, and this n is 500 plus 10 to the 4th. The inner loop, this is 26, but it's actually much smaller in practice. You only use like 2 or 3 characters. And then the inner thing of j, yeah, I think you could even write, honestly, we'll experiment. But n2 is only 500, so this is only 10,000 times 500, which is fast enough, 5 million times 2 or something. It's still very slow, but it's fast enough. But yeah, it just looks up it just calculates all the hash, and then just tries to figure out if all the hashes are good. If it's not good, then we keep going, right? That's really the idea. And we can actually break here. I don't know why I don't. Give a submit with a brick, but we also want to give a submit for just, I think this should be just A or B, frankly. If it times out, that'd be funny. If it gives me a wrong answer, then maybe I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, this is why it passes though, is because in practice, even though that is a loop of 26, in practice it should only be A or B, because if you change one, then everything else, something will fit. There's some pigeonhole thing there if you really want to think about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is how you calculate it. You have n times n2. n2 is the size of string 2. N is just n1 plus n2, right? Yeah. And then this is very complicated looking, you know, and it took me a while to figure it out, but you just have to kind of shift and add the right numbers at the right offset, and kind of set the current number at the right offset as well. And then we just have one more thing, which is that this only checks the consistency if we encounter a none. So we just have to kind of do one more loop to check that. Yeah. On a sliding window, this is a sliding window to see that it is consistent. If it's not consistent, then we return an empty string, and that's it. Like I said, so this ends up being like 7 seconds, which is kind of slow. there is a slightly better solution taking advantage of Python, which is a little bit dubious if you ask me, but people did it. It is what it is. And I did it upsolve it. And it is just by using string comparison. Here I do the same thing, except for that here, again, I just used a string comparison instead. So I actually literally look at this. I just do a subarray, which is a slice, which is actually very fast in Python. I made it into a string, which is also very fast in Python. And that's how this is fast enough. Because if you think about it, this is n, this is n2. So this is already 10, is it 1,000 or 10,000? Yeah, 10,000 times 10,000 times 500. Even though this should be 2, as we said. Let's run it real quick. Because this should be A and B. I just wanted 26 because I didn't want to risk being wrong. If it times out, it times out. But if it's, you know, yeah. So yeah, this is about 5 million times 2. But if you kind of look at this at itself, this is also an N2 loop, right? So as a result of an N2 loop, because it's a length N2, and the comparison is N2, this is actually like ridiculous, right? Because it's N times N2 times N2 times 2, which is too slow, but because these are string operations, Python is actually very fast about them. And as a result, yeah, I just check again, and these are all string operations, and I think this ends up taking about 2 seconds or so, or maybe 3 seconds-ish. But yeah, but that's still not the solution that I'm going over. This is the same as before, except for that now we're using string comparison instead of Robin Cobb. I don't know, it is what it is. But yeah, but it turns out that there is a greedy way of doing it. And the greedy way looks kind of like this. The key part is noticing that whenever you fail, so here is just trying to keep it consistent, right? The idea here is that when you have an F, okay, so the first thing that we want to do is that for every number that we don't fill in, we convert it to an A, just by default. And it kind of matches what we had before, right? Because here, if we always try an A first, and that's basically what we do here. But it turns out that if you are forced to change, so basically if you, and then you scan it again, if there's an F, then we have to make sure that the subarray starting at I is not equal to string. If it is equal to string, then we change the last character. And that's it. Basically, because this is the least significant digit that we can change, and changing it is enough to give you the right answer. So that's why we just kind of do this thing. And this goes with the same idea of this for loop being, what is this for loop? This for loop being equal to 2, because if it's not this, then it's the next one. And this is why you can just write +1, right, with the next character. So if it, and of course, last change will have to be A. So actually, honestly, because if it's used, or if it, you know, it's one of the original question marks, then this is always going to be B. And that's really it. And it's very fast, brazenly fast, because it's just a quick for loop. This is string comparison, so it's fast as well. And yeah, and and this is the window, right? So you can think about it as a sliding window, even though we didn't do it with a sliding window per se. So you can actually do this with Robin Cobb as well. If you do it with Robin Cobb, then this is O of n, which is actually much faster. Because right now this is technically O of n1 times n2 because of string comparisons. But the string comparisons are really fast, so you're not really worrying about it. But if you want to worry about it, you can do it with Robin Cobb, and then yeah, all you have to do is just change the last thing that is changed, and you have to change it in the Robin Cobb, which is a little bit tricky but doable, right? And that's it. And then at the end, we just double check that everything's consistent. And that's it. That's all I have for this one. It's a very silly problem. I think the greedy part, honestly, I don't know that I'm 100% sure how to prove. Some of it is kind of similar to the idea that I had with the brute force. It is just this idea of pigeonholing, of that, yeah, getting the next character would be good enough for this substring, but also because this is, I guess if you have to think about the proof for the greedy is that for every time there's an F, that means that one character in the substring have to change, but the ones with the T, they're forced, they cannot change. So this is, I say use, but maybe you can think about it as changeable. If they're changeable, then you want to choose the least significant one because you have to change at least one. And I think that kind of is good enough for this one. And yeah, and for every time that there's an F, at most one of these characters change. So that means that because the other hard part is showing that like if something already changed here, then how can you prove that the previous change within this window was not the bad one, right? Can you like just change this? But no, because if you change the previous one, because if you change the previous one and because if you could still do an exchange argument of well, because if you didn't change the previous one, then you would not meet a previous requirement, is how I would think about it, right? For example, what I mean by that is that in terms of sliding window, right? If you think about it in terms of sliding window, you have like some F and T's, and you're just looking at here, right? And you know that you have to fill in one of the things. If you have to fill in here, if you have to fill in here, and then later on you realize you slide and you have to fill in here, as in you fill in here, as in that's what this part is. I mean, then that means that, this is the least you can do, because you may think that, oh, what if I don't fill in this one, I just fill in this one? Well, no, because if you go back, you know that that's a requirement for a previous window, which is why you filled it in. And that's really the entire thing. Yeah. And that's really the idea why for proof. But is it a good proof? I don't know. I don't know. And that's all I have with this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And yeah, you could watch me solve it live during the contest and up-solving afterwards. Next. Code is dumb, honestly. But okay. String 1, string 2, and an Alright, I got focus. Okay, let's go. Okay, so you have length, string I. Okay, maybe. Oh, string 1. Okay, so I, then a substring of word. What does that mean? Huh? I don't know. I understand the problem. Okay, actually read it then. I'm a little bit tilted, I guess, from that one. But okay. Oh, M is what is M? Oh, 2. So that means that, okay, so we have AB, then this is AB, F is force, so that's not equal to, so it cannot be AB. And then true, it means AB, and then force is just whatever, I suppose. Okay. I mean, I think I understand the problem. I don't really understand what it's asking for, but I understand it a little bit. What is this problem you're actually asking for? I don't know. Huh, 6. I mean, this is just disgraceful Leetcode file. Lexically smallest one. Okay. So actually it wants it to be the smallest, not... Oh, well, I guess all the lengths are the same. That's why this part is weird to me, because... this, I mean, this is just... Someone was lazy on copy-pasting. It just doesn't even make sense with this problem. I don't get... What is the hard part about this, necessarily? AB, if it's true, I guess the force part, it could be tricky. Not that I necessarily understand it, but okay, I guess 500 times this is maybe slow, maybe that's why. 500 times 10,000 is 5 million, right? And then you have to kind of make sure that, and that is just, whatchamacallit, Robin Corp, right? Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's that bad about it. I mean, I don't even. I just don't care about this one. It's not very interesting to me. And I think I'm just annoyed, honestly, but it's fine. Okay, so let's say I guess none is maybe good enough. Empty string. Okay, so then now we have to just care about the force, and we just put force in, right? Lexicographically smallest. What does that mean? That means A. Yeah, we can always construct. There are only like 2 or 3 possibilities for the prefix, right? So, because it has to be force. That's the tricky part, is the force part. So, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm just looking for a random prime. And this one looks fun today. Yeah. I mean, we should be able to do this without being lazy like this, right? But we should be able to just Robin Corp it, right? But was it 10,000? Is 5 million should be fast enough. If this isn't fast enough, then that is just Leetcode's fault. Okay, so then now we shift and add. Okay, so current is equal to 0. And then we have to hash the current thing, right? So, oh yeah, I forgot to hash the other thing. That's what I was missing. Shift and add. Right. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe with the hash. Okay. Okay, so if it is none, then we have to, let's actually do the it's not none part. Shift and add, right? So this is the last character. So that means that, okay, so given this isn't on I, this is on answer. So n, yeah, on n, and then I minus j. So this has to be, if this is none, that means that it's not defined. Oh yeah, okay, so this means that it is defined. Oh, it doesn't really matter, really. So we just shift and add. No. Oh, +1, I always forget. Oh, this one is even more important. Shift and add. Okay. I think that's always true, whether it's false or not. So then now with none, that means that we have to check whether if I minus n2, if n2 is 1, then +1. I think this should always be true, honestly, otherwise it's just mathematically impossible. So, but in any case, because if it's true, then by definition this would have filled in, but maybe I can just assert this for now. So then now we want to make sure that, okay, so we shift, oh no, this is none, so for oh, nope. That's a little bit wonky, but if it's not even hash, then we're good, and then we can just say, we also have to make sure that whatever bit C plus, and here we want to make sure that yeah. Returning the answer would be nice. Where are you? Where are you? They tell you, Larry. Line 22. Forgot how to read that for a second. 44. I forgot to do that the entire time. I knew I had more places. Int. Oh, yeah, I forgot to convert this. Okay, I mean, this is right. Whether it is right enough to give me the right answer, we'll see. I mean, we have half an hour. I'm not really that worried about this one. Maybe I should, though. This is the only case where I... Maybe I misunderstood. Oh, wait, no. I output the one. This is the incorrect answer. But why? Oh, I forgot to shift and add on this. If this is not... Okay. Oh man, silly mistake. Still wrong answer, but that's at least, I knew that I had to do this. So we break. We break out this. No, this is right. Okay, so I mean, I thought that would. I was hoping that would fix it, but that's definitely also still wrong because we just forgot to shift. Did we just not do this? FF. Oh, because there's no. It doesn't go to none, so it is not right. Okay, I think that's fine. So this case is true, but the opposite is not, which is that we do need to shift and add. So okay, yeah, I mean we could just do it again. I don't think this is a big deal. It is a silly mistake though on my part. I forgot to check for the other things. Okay. If this is false, then if current is equal to h, then we return empty string. That's wonky. Okay, I mean that's fine. Did I mess up? Yes, because this is sliding window, Larry. You forgot the window part of it. You just keep on shifting and adding, so it's a prefix, so you're wrong. But we have half an hour, I could fix this. That's the part that I knew that I forgot, but I just forgot. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not that bad. It is going to be power of base to the length of mod, right? Okay. That's pretty dumb on my part, though, honestly. Okay. Shift and add, mod, shift add. We want to also subtract from if I minus n2 is greater than or equal to 0, then we want to subtract. Yep. I need to change all this, but it's fine. I'm too lazy to do it. It probably doesn't do anything, right? So it's this times offset, or +1 times offset. And we have to do it here too. I mean, it's just more like me being dumb. I don't really. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Yikes. Why is that? So A. Oh, because I do AAA. Oh no. Well. Actually, I don't know anymore. I mean, it's because when I do, so I always fill it out with A's. I think that's the problem. In a greedy way. So is it not greedy? No, B is fine. But why is this an A? That is not fine. So we fill this. Okay, we. Why can't it be? Why is the answer? Oh no, this is the answer. Okay, that's what I expected, but I was wrong. Okay. Well, we filtered out this way wrong. That's why. Oh, this loop is wrong. I am dumb. Yeah, okay. That's a shift one and not a... Very silly mistakes today. But... Ooh, that is the worst actually. Okay. Now we have to actually think. I don't have an or F case. It is pretty good actually. I think that's right. That's also right. What can be wrong? I hope it's not just like a mod thing. Shift and not, shift and not. I mean, it's fast enough, so at least I don't have to worry about that part. This is getting the entire thing, so that should be right. Did I forget to C plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. This is actually very annoying. The length. Those two are right. So, that's very annoying, actually. I feel like it's a long time that I don't know the edge cases. I mean, it went really fast, I think. Oh man, why did I click on that? I hate you. Poop. This part is annoying because that means that I lost my test cases. I thought that would... I just wanted to see if it gave me any hint about submission times. But I was wrong on that one. That is actually very annoying. What do I do? So that thinks it is impossible. That's not true, is it? It can't be true. I thought it was something like that. Because you have this. But the answer is just all B's, right? So there's always an answer. Oh wait, no, it's not all B's. Wait, is it? Actually, maybe it's not possible to A, B, B. T is going to be... Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Yeah, maybe I am wrong. There's some like weird one where I feel like there's a forced thing somewhere. AAB. This is wrong though, right? Because this could be just B's. This should be a B. This should be a B as Y. Okay. Should do. I see. I mean, that's probably the case that I didn't consider. I'm trying to think whether. I think due to pigeonhole, it has to be a prefix, right? So, okay, so we don't. So that means that for the first I character, we have to handle it differently. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. So many people gotten it though. I'm so behind. Cheating or not. So basically, okay, so the prefix. How many prefix nuns are there? I think that's the question, right? I guess. So we want to start I from I2. I know that this will give me like weird answers, but that's fine. I want to skip the first N2 characters. 959. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So then, wait. Shouldn't this have more? Oh, because I penned? No. I know, I'm taking my time right now just because it trying to think it through a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is why. And there's a easy thing about it, but because it's only two things, right? Is I checking the prefix and not maybe? Maybe that's not true actually. No, because the pigeonhole, right? Pigeonhole, so if it's forced, then you just check the first thing, right? What did I do? Oh, starting from here. What is the clean way to write this? I don't even care about the finishing time. I'm just trying to think. Because this one, it should be B, A, B, and the reason why is because I did the greedy thing on the first part, right? So, okay, so else, this is a prefix. This is prefix. Okay, well, maybe we don't need. And then the prefix is just greedy, right? No, we have to be careful because of this thing. Is it true that 2 numbers is good enough? By pigeonhole, am I thinking? Yeah, 2 numbers should be good enough, right? Okay, fine. Yeah, because then that's no longer true, but then you have to try the second number. How do I... It's A and A, B here. What if it's A, B, A, B? Okay, I mean, okay. Something like this. Though returning no is probably not intended. Oh. Also, this is still wrong. Why is it still wrong? Oh, because we don't do the rest of these things. So we have to reset it. Okay, fine. Whatever. This is N, not N2. Still no bueno. Tried A, we tried B. This should be good. Why? Why it no bueno? I mean, that's definitely not why. This is definitely not right, but why? I mean, alright, focus. Why is this? So it tries A, that's wrong, that's fine, but though, why is this thing good? Why? Yeah, I mean, this is right, so then why is it not going to the last element? Last element is none. Now we have 10 minutes, so my time is cutting a little bit short. Okay, so then now we have so it tries to A and it's not quite the same, which maybe that's fair. Is current right? Current. I mean, this should never happen, but why? Am I doing this part wrong? How? Why? Tell me why. Start. Oh, this is. Okay, that makes sense actually. Okay. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Is this supposed to be there? Like probably. Okay. I don't know if this is right, but I feel like this should be right, other than some weird edge case. Well, I mean, they're all weird edge cases, but at least this should be more right. Okay. So, I mean, there is a case that's similar to this, but I feel like you have to increment a little bit more, and that's the tricky part. Alright, well, let's try a little bit more. This is definitely wrong. Wait, is it? No, I mean, this is right. And this is still right. Is this right? No, this should be right. What if it's 0? Is it only the prefix? Does only the prefix matter? Am I wrong on this? Does only the prefix matter? I mean, we found one cases, but this is a disaster. Oh wait, actually, what about this? Does it still work? No, but it should be, right? In fact, you have something like this. Okay, actually this is right, but but this should be right too, right? There should be an answer for this too, and I think that's why. Because here we did the prefix. Oh, I guess start has to be is it max or min? Where do I have it? Okay. I have 5 minutes. Let's see if I can figure this out. So that's why. So it does. Oh, it's because of this thing. Maybe. Oh, come on. If I had more time, maybe this would be a little bit easier, but I think this doesn't matter anyway, but I don't know if I have stored in other places, that's why. Oh yeah, non-local stored or something. That's fine. So you have 5. Wait, what? This should never be. This should never be. Why is this 0? I don't know if this is right, but we don't have time to really debug it. Okay, I mean, I gave it a try. I don't, I'm missing an edge case, but supply is not none, and this is n, not n2. That's why. Okay, that was pretty bad though. Though actually, I guess no. We thought that this would be prefix, so actually this changed nothing per se. Or this min part doesn't change anything. I mean, apparently it did, but I mean, it's just YOLOing because I have 2 minutes left. I mean, at least we fixed this part, but that's wrong actually. That's why it should be. To do the AAA, AAB, I mean, that's fine. So then now we want to do, we try this AA and then we try AA here. And that's why it's not working, because it's trying AA here. And, but then AA, no, BAA and then AAA. I actually don't know how to solve that. I mean, I probably could work it out, but I'm doing it dumb way. Because this should be AB as well. And that's just tough. I mean, I think I could work it out, but it's just... So we have to count... Yeah, please stop. I mean, yeah, I messed up on this one. I mean, okay. How would I write this? I think what I want is actually right? So then start, okay, so then here, if answers of I, or if I is equal to start -1 and increment, then answers of I is equal to B. Because otherwise, I don't know if that works actually. And we want to go this all the way to N. Non-object, what? Oh, I have to delete this. Okay, fine, then. That's not right though, because we want to try. So we're here. I mean, I'm up solving because I don't know. Oh, I guess I could just... I want to up solve it without knowing the test cases. Or at least I should solve this one first. So this one is right. Then why is it not giving me returning the right thing? Oh, because I'm lazy and it doesn't do the incrementing. That's why. Which is fine actually. Okay. YOLO submit. I know that I had to print out stuff, but okay. So apparently I wouldn't have gotten it. I don't know why I'm getting it so poorly, but I had half an hour for this one. I still couldn't get it. I knew it was something like this where I don't know, like just PIP and then I have all this stuff. I don't know how to debug this. I mean, it honestly at this point it just means that my inputs are, or my idea is wrong. I thought there's a pigeonhole thing, but apparently maybe not. It's either that or there's another pigeonhole, but there's no C in there here. I don't think. Maybe there is. I don't know. Let's at least see if I can do it. Does this work? Nope. I mean, I knew that didn't, but I just want to see if this at least gives me an answer, even if it's incorrect. Nope. So there is some really funky things going on. A lot of Leetcode issues, but this one is me. Okay, let's cut it back. Okay. I'm trying to see what even is wrong. Maybe it's just not greedy and I didn't really think about it. If it's... I thought it would be greedy, but I was wrong, possibly. I don't know how to debug this though, without, you know, like this is just nuts, right? Okay, so BAB. This segment is 4, so BA. This is a B. Do I know that this is a B? Do I have this at all? Oops. Do I early terminate or anything? Or? So I definitely early terminate even before this. So that means that I'm returning. Am I returning early? Maybe not. Okay, so this is what I think was going to happen, which this has a BAB, so that's this on this. Okay. Let's see what it looks like before I do the magic. Yeah, I want to see what is empty. I'm too lazy to work it out. Oh, it's just the reason why it's not printing is because, okay, so that means that this is none. Okay, so I maybe I just need a different approach. I needed N sliding windows, is that right? Sorry friends, I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to do this one. I mean, I'll just, and I want to upsolve this. I think I had to, I was doing some greedy thing. I thought that everything would be good, but I was wrong. What I need to do, I guess, is for every, I mean, I need M sliding window. I guess that's the thing, right? Is that this check, instead of checking one thing, we need to check all the possible ones that are, which is fine, but annoying to do, apparently. Just the last N. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the way to do it. I don't know that there's any other easier way. Okay, let's see. I don't need this if that's the case. I don't need any of this really. Alright, let me try to see if I can figure it out. Figure it out? That sounds kind of kinky. I'll figure it out and think about it. That's a really bad format tool. But okay. Okay, so if it's none, then that's fine. So okay, so instead of current, we want, what do we want? We want an array of these things, right? Yeah, and we don't need this anymore. I mean, this is fine, I guess, but and then we don't need this if that after that happens. I think we have enough wrong answers to kind of get it. But what we want is actually current times n2, right? I had to think about how to write it correctly, but it's not that bad. Let's write this part first. Okay, so I guess it's just kicking it off initially, right? So current is that this index is the last index, so then current sub I let's say j, because that's why I'm confused, because I'm using I as an index here, is I plus j, right? Okay, so then what does this mean? So this is the current character. That means that we have to do some off shift thing, right? So that means for I is equal to the previous, well, starting from 1 minus 1 so we is that even right? Okay, whatever, just do the math, right? I mean, like n squared is not that big, so you can be lazy here if you want, but I think it is just this though, because this is shifted plus. So okay, so 0 is just nothing, 1 is going to be I is the last index. So we shift, we add by this thing, but only if it is not none. That's why I want to write it in a real way. And then mod. Okay, so then now it goes all the way through, right? So then now here, when we get a real character, we don't shift and add any. I mean, we do shift and add, but this is not. And well, this that's so annoying. For I in range of n2. Right, And so I with shift. This isn't right though. This is a shift on a base. So this is this times. We need offset sub I. Right. I know I could write this in a better way, but I don't know. I'm just lazy right now. So then now this is offset sub I. Right? Yeah, 0 should be 1, okay. Okay, and then now here, we want to say, yeah, I mean this part is still fine, but now we want to do this part. We want to say J, right? Times offset sub I. Is this right? This is not right actually, because this is not the first digit that rolls off anymore. Is this plus? Yeah, this I is terrible actually. So then it's gonna be this plus J, right? And now this J, if this is not H, then we're good, but we don't want to set this yet, right? If this is equal to H, then we break. Good is equal to false. If good is equal to, or if this is good, then we want to say append, what was it, C plus right? Yeah, that's fine. And but now we have to update all of these other ones. Maybe end current is equal to current. Maybe that's a little bit better, easier. Well, we don't have to do this anymore then. Then now we can just say current is equal to end current, and then that's it. Oh, we break. Maybe? It's very possible that I forgot how, oh, that's definitely wrong. What is that, 33? Oh. Nope, this is already done. What am I missing? That one of this is... No, this should be right. What am I doing? Which answer is it wrong for? Well, this is definitely wrong, and this is definitely wrong. So that's not great. Oh, it's not a pen, is it? It's sub I. I forgot. I deleted that part of the code and got confused. But we have to also convert it back to character. Okay. I don't know that. Now this is still wrong because we have a B here, and you know, that's definitely wrong. But are we a little bit better? Do we at least get, nope, we still get these parts wrong, so that's not great. Why is that? This is right though. We're just actually happy. Oh no, I'm looking at the right answer. The right answer is right. My answer is wrong. This is right, which is nice, but this is still wrong. That's the case that we had struggle with brute forcing the last thing. And this is just very wrong as well. This is also wrong. So a lot of wrong things. The reason is end current doesn't update, that's why. Well, end current has to shift by... Yeah, it adds this as the current character, but that's not the shift. This is wrong. What we want is actually... Okay, we have this character. But this character is already factored in. So we want actually J plus... This is I plus J. If I plus J is greater than or equal to n, then we continue. We don't have... I think this is fine. Then we don't have to do the math for it. I mean, I have to update here for that to be true, but I think that's true. I mean, I don't even have to update that. Okay. Still getting a none. Oh, because there may be a none in the future, that's why. Okay. So... Yeah, that's good that it doesn't crash. Still not the right answer for even the smaller cases. But that's because we still haven't updated the shift here. Okay. So we do not want to if this is none, we want to do this. But which is true for all these, but all these also need to be shifted by 1. Right? The math is annoying. I don't know if this is the right way, even honestly. Like maybe there's an easier way and I'm just doing it in a dumb way, but it's either that or people just don't do it in a... That'll be funny if people just do the string version because maybe Python is fast enough with string. But okay, let's see if I can finish this and then maybe we'll just do the fake version. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we shift off, but we want to also shift on, right? So is this right? What is this going on here? Oh no, that's right, but and we I did some stuff, but okay. So this is but this is not no longer an offset 1. This is an offset of 0, which I guess is just 0. That's why this is weird. This we have to set to C, but even regardless, we have to set we have to set this other C. Right. Yeah, just for consistency, I says. Because if it's none, then we won't get a match anyway, so that's fine. Still not right. I was hoping this would be right, honestly. This, not even this one. Which is actually somewhat surprising, maybe. I mean, clearly if we're just wrong, then we're just wrong, but let's see. So it optimistically thinks. Yeah, this is too annoying. Which one are we getting wrong for? Just even this one, I think. Yeah, we don't need the big case. We're just way wrong anyway. For now. Okay. Let me also just print out just for debugging printing. Okay, so then now here, okay, so this one is wrong. AAA is clearly wrong. So our arrays are, I need to also bring in H. Right, 931. So then here we have 900 is wrong. Oh no. Is 900 is wrong. Which we're doing the math from the other. No, it's right. Is it? It represents 1 is where A is the last character, 30 is where A is the middle character. That doesn't make sense, but that's fine. And then is the last character. Yeah, no, that's right, actually. Okay. But this is forced then, right? Then why would it? Oh. Do I need to break? I don't know that. Maybe the break is messing something up with the math. I mean, it's still wrong, so maybe not. But I don't think that helps anyway. So this is false. So we try a B. Okay, but this is the one that we're wrong at. So this is false. So we try a B. Right? So then why is this not? Oh, good. Okay, fine. Okay, so I tried an A here. That's fine, but here is the way the one this is wrong. So okay, so this one is being none is wrong. 932 if it tries for a 1. So I'm just off by 1 somewhere. Oh, I added 1 twice. Okay, is that the only issue? That would be funny. I mean, it would be good to kind of have, is this right-ish? Nope. I mean, it's right-ish, but it's not, no, not even right. I mean, this one is just not optimal, but this one is just very wrong. Okay. So we have A. This should already have 931, so that means that this thing is a little bit off. 61 is not right. This should be, so that means my pre-calculating thing is wrong. Print and current, or current actually. My pre-calculating thing is wrong, but that's fine maybe. I have 2 nuns. No, but this is a 1, which is wrong. Because, no, it's maybe that's right. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Actually, yeah, no, this is wrong for this one because one character, this should be 31, and this should be, so why am I think I'm added 1 by accident again or something. No, there's no 1 here. There's not none. Answer sub I. So this should be 0. Okay, so if this is the last character, this should go back 2 more indexes, so 1 is fine as a brute force. This one, 30 is actually fine. Am I looking at the right one? No, this is the wrong one. I want to look at here. Okay, so 1 for last character is fine. This is 61 is actually wrong. It should be 31. Right, so why is this 61? Wait, what is the It's missing by a shift. I'm trying to think whether that is true. I'm just doing it wrong. Like, I don't know that I'm confident about this at all. Right? So apparently it fits this, so maybe I was just off by that. But that's a really wonky, or it doesn't feel intuitive. Because I guess you shift so that your current... I should have done this with the n square thing, honestly. I'm just confused now, but maybe that's fine. I could maybe test a big case. Oh, I was gonna say, but I don't have it, but I guess it's still right here. Nope, still wrong though. So I don't know. But I don't think we need all of this for it to figure it out. Go back. Maybe even just like first whatever should be right. Right, BA, right? Okay. We don't even need that long. Yeah, I don't know why this is an A. If my index is correct, then it shouldn't be. So 1832, is that right? Well, this one is probably right. I don't doubt hashing. This one, I'll do this one. Okay, so true, that's fine. Is that fine? What is the input again? Oh, true, false, false. So it's trying to find it for this one. And it thinks A is fine. ABA is fine, but BAB is not. But BAB, I'm doing this, so that's just like really funky. Yeah, is the shifting and adding? Okay. This as well. Oh no, maybe it's right. You shift, you add, you expect that this ending is already added, so this is right, probably. This is also probably right. So it's just about this part. Okay. Like this part is a little very awkward for sure. For sure. This part may be a little bit better. It's offset of J, so 0. Is that, maybe this is off by 1? If J is 0, then it is looking at this number, and but it wouldn't be here. Okay. If J is 1, then you look at the next character. And you shift that in to the current J, which sounds right. I mean, the number is wrong, so something is wrong. Okay, let's do the math. BAB. So this is the starting. That's not right. Well, okay, actually maybe that is. 30 is B. This B is wrong because you have only one character. So that means that okay, I think that's the reason, but okay, so you have so B. Okay, so this is before the 0. So we have a B. 30 doesn't make sense to any number, so I don't think that's right. I think I'm just shifting it wrong somehow. So it should be at least like 60 or something. It's either 60 or 2. The 30 doesn't make sense. I didn't think this makes sense. I don't know that. I gotta just write this in a better way. Something like that, maybe a little bit better. Still wrong though. This is still weird. Because, okay. So what does this mean? This means that we extended. So this number means that we have these three, right? So this number is just ridiculously big for some reason. Math is hard. Is this 60 right at least? No, I don't think so. It should be 61. And this should be 2, right? That doesn't make any sense. J is 0. If J is 0, then 1 is going to be... Am I doing this wrong? Maybe. Maybe it's not J plus I. It's just J. Okay, so this is what I expect. Still wrong answer, but that's fine. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so that means that at here we have ABA. ABA is a hash 961 sounds right actually. BAB definitely very wrong. Should be at most, yeah, I mean okay, so did I miss this loop wrong? Oh yeah, I put it inside the loop. I was like, why is it putting so much? Okay, so this is right. After one shift we have 2 because we have this B, okay. We have BA, which is 61 is not right. No, actually it's right. BA, yeah. BA is 61. BAB is 1832. That's fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So this is no characters. This is for the first character. This is for the second character. So this is AB none, which gives us some weird thing. That's fine. That is going to be is this right? No, I don't think. Oh no, I'm thinking the wrong way. So okay, so we're up to here. BAB is 1832, which makes sense. AB none doesn't make sense though, as this number. Oh, because I wrote this, but you still have to update it, Larry. You can't just. Hey, here we go. I'm too lazy to take out the print statements. So yeah, I just want to see if I could get a wrong answer first. And then if we get out limited, we get out limited. But okay, so why is this wrong? I feel like this was a thing that we had, but I got it wrong earlier. Okay, I mean that's fine. FFF. So the first 4 F's is fine. The 5th F is no bueno. I mean, all of these kind of. Oh, I guess I did delete one of the final checkers due to this thing. So I guess there's just no nuns. So I guess I still needed it. This is one of my submissions from a long time ago. Not that one. It's this one, I think. Oh no, this is N2. Alright. I'm just too lazy to take out the print statements. If it gives me, I'll put limit exceeded, then I'll take it out, which is what I'm going to do now. I mean, if it times out, then I guess we'll just have fun. Alright, that took way too long, obviously, but 7 seconds. I do wonder if people just like kind of, I wouldn't say cheated, but like using the thing with this, because I do a lot of these maps, right? But I wonder if you could just hack it without the mod math, and maybe that's a little bit easier, right? So then maybe we could just dash, right? Let's say we have dash, screw the hash. Again, screw the hash. And then we just do, if this is equal to, then we do some magic, right? We don't care about that for now. And then it's just, yeah, we try to see by setting we can actually just, yeah, set instance of I is equal to C. And then for each of these J, we can just do a string lookup, right? So if enter, and we can maybe even just do like, what's it called? S2 is equal to this, we convert it to a list. So then now we can do, I don't know actually which way is faster. Maybe this is fine, honestly. Like in terms of converting it to a string, right? And this is not right. We want to look at all the other ones. So it is I is the character, the left side and the right side, right? So given J is the right side. So I plus J minus 1 is the right side inclusive. So right? But I plus J minus N2 is the left side. Maybe off by 1. If this is not equal to string 2, then good is equal to false. We break, so we don't have to update these anymore. Yeah, and then we're good. Otherwise we break and we keep going. Okay, and here again we don't need to do any of this actually, so we just kind of continue, right? And then here we just kind of double check. Right, I'm just curious whether this would have worked. Like using a hack like that. Assert for, so something is off here. Good should be, you go to true, oh, whoops. Why is that? Oh, I forgot to convert this to a string, so that's why. I actually was thinking about it, I just forgot. Invalid syntax. Expected string int added. Oh, we want this thing. Okay, still wrong. Why? I mean, this goes into negative, which is a little bit awkward, but so yeah, if I plus j minus n2 is greater than equal to 0, or I plus j is greater than equal to n, oh, it's less than 0, I suppose. Okay. I guess we want to do. That's not even for every case. What is going on? What's going on? Oh, is it? Do I have a still none somewhere? No. Yeah, here. This is going to be So force is pretty bad. N sub I is but this is all bad. Is this for am I off by 1? Maybe I'm off by 1 somewhere. Maybe. Oh, there's a lot of things wrong. I plus j is the last character, right? I is 4, B, J is 0. So to the last character, we have, where do you get A, B from? Okay, so the first word is I plus J is inclusive, right? So maybe I'm just off by 1. Still wrong, BA. At least that's war, right? Okay. But it doesn't match any of them, so why would this be? Oh, I have to fix the actual matching part, not the print statement. Yeah, it's still not right though. Why? I'm so tired. It thinks that this is good. No, I mean, it is good. Oh, this is just lazy. I forgot that you have to check that it is not a force or whatever. Yeah, what am I doing here? This is just bad. Okay, so let's say we take it out. Okay, I know that this isn't fixed, but at least it should give me something. So we have to take this out, right? So yeah, if this is n1, if string 1 sub I is equal to t, then we do the thing of if enter starting from I, going from I plus n2 minus 1, or n2 is equal to string 2. Oh, oops. Then we return to the oh, I have to join this. Wow, you've been using it this way. I'm really bad today. Just forgetting a lot of stuff. But why would I which one is this? Well, we guess I could just do B1. Why do I have all? Do I have all these dashes? Where am I putting that from? Oh, that's from here. Okay, fine. What am I looking at? Why? Wow, you've been writing it in a dumb way. I'm just not very smart today. I mean, this should already be force, right? Are they not equal? What's going on? Okay, so we try another character. Okay, so this looks good, but only for here. Okay, so this is the one we want to look at. Why would you have AAA not? Okay, so it looks at 0, but doesn't do any of the loops that are here. It skips a bunch, but so if I is 0 and 2 is, so the left I am just not a smart boy today. I'm this loop is wrong. This should be I minus j plus 1 on the left side, and then I minus j plus n2 on the right, something like that. Maybe I'm off by 1, but I think that's actually more accurate. Is it plus 1? No, it is, because if j is 0. I think this is more right. Alright, did I get that one at least? Nope, still nope. Here, 0, no, still 0, why? Oh, this math. Okay. I am so bad at programming. Alright, 0, 0, A. Okay, well, I mean, this does this thing. But then now it doesn't do the A correctly. Why? Am I off by 1? So J is equal to why? So 4, we want to check offset is J. If J is 0, then offset starts here. This is the first character. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, this should be right. And this is printing, right? What is? I mean, maybe we can just. Why? I mean, this is just going to give me an error, but I don't even know how to. Oh, surprisingly, it doesn't give me an error. Actually, surprisingly correct. But why? I mean, now it just has like weird, like things, but that means that that was wrong. I guess this thing would never happen, maybe. Why is that? Is that the last character, right? I guess it has to be -1. But because it's exclusive, okay. I'm just really bad at off by 1s, I guess. Give a quick submit. Output limited, that's good. I was kind of half gambling on it just because I'm too lazy to keep on taking out the print statements and then putting them back in. Okay. If this is fast enough, that would be insane. Okay. Huh. I mean, is this even fast? And okay, well. I mean, I took a long time to upsolve this one, but it's just silly. I don't know. Right. Yeah, I mean, I thought I needed Robin Cobb for it. Turns out it is dumber than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of annoyed at this problem just because I thought it was something more interesting. Agnawala did well though. Good job for him. How did it? They just kind of did the. That's actually, I mean, that's the way that I was thinking of as well. But I thought that I needed to do it a little bit smarter. I thought I needed more performance things, but it turns out maybe I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why a lot of people got it. I had that idea, but I just didn't know how far to kind of keep going. I had this idea, but that's tough. Okay, let's see what you did. Apparently, there's a dumber way. I mean, dumber by like more simpler, not dumber like they're dumb. So we forced. So yeah, we did that. Remaining. Oh, huh. I mean, okay. That's kind of what I was doing, I guess. Or like I assumed that we can do an A, so I guess that's fine. If it's force, then check if every. Oh, this is way better than mine. But I guess I could get rid of these two things. Might as well clean it up. I guess it should. It's tough. It's n. I guess the key note is that this function is only. Ever gonna do it twice. I think that's the key part that I missed out on. And so this stuff is. Well, no, the way that I mean, no, because this is n square, this is n2 and this is n2, so that's n2 square. It's just that strings are ridiculously fast on this one, and there is a lot of like forced things, so maybe there's a reason of it, but. Wait, is this actually Adewale? I feel like this is just a cheater. Because there's so many comments. And then you have this thing, which also sounds like a cheating thing. Well, okay, ChatGPT wins still. I mean, you could believe it given this name, but yeah, okay, this is a cheater. I got fooled by a cheater because I just kind of, But still, I mean, apparently that's fast enough. I mean, if anything is fast enough, then it makes sense. I was thinking about this way, but I just couldn't prove it to be right. I guess that's why a lot of people got it, even aside from the cheater. I don't even know who I can trust anymore. It's just like the first page is just cheating people or something. I don't know. It seems like everyone has a similar idea. I mean, even that code looks kind of, maybe not ChatGPT, but something like ChatGPT would suggest. I don't know. I mean, now I'm just like reading ChatGPT code, which is actually even worse than caring. I don't know how much of this is legit. And the fact is that Q3 was a crap show as well, which made it even worse. Just because, yeah, I mean, I had to convert it to Java. And Q4, I don't know. Q4, like, if this works, then this is not a good problem. The force, I actually didn't mind the force function, so maybe we'll upsolve using that. Let's upsolve then, fine, right? I was thinking about it, but I didn't think that it would tick necessarily. Okay, so we have something like this, right? So then here, yeah. Use. I mean, and then here we just go. Okay, so yeah, if the current thing is we just try it, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, I have to think about which direction I want to go. That's why I want to think about this. I guess it's just the last I, right? No, because you could add I and then it just fits. Oh yeah, the way that they wrote it is that. I see. Right, so then you have something like. So I is equal to A. And then the way that I'm doing it is that now if right, I guess we start with n2 because n2 minus 1 minus 1, right? So then now answer from I minus I minus n2 plus 1 to I plus 1. We want I be the last character. So if this is you go to string 2, then we find the last used thing and then change it, right? Yeah, and then that means that I guess we could just skip that part, but actually just right. Okay, so if this is the case, then the last change of this is an index. We change this to the next character. And that's it, right? Is that the entire thing? Am I missing the okay, and then if you stop I, something like this. I'm getting none. How am I getting none? Oh, and this is if this is false. Whoops. Actually, I messed this up anyway, the indexing. Let's just start from 0, right? So if what I meant is if string 1 of I is equal to false, then okay, so it's false, then that means that from answer sub I to I plus n2, if this is equal to a string, then we want to get the last change that's from I plus n2, right? So let's, okay. And then, yeah, then here, we just increment the last change, that's fine. And then now if this is true, then right? And of course has to be right? I thought so. Actually, this should be n minus n2, I suppose. It should be n1 even. I think that's the, yeah. Okay. I thought that would be good, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm just whatever anyway, but what am I doing? Sorry, friends. It's very okay. So last changed. Okay, but why? So last change is none, so there's no last change, but that means maybe just return early. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can prove it, but I kind of had this idea during the contest, but I didn't think, or like I couldn't prove that that would be lexicographically smallest. I think that was my biggest thing. I mean, yeah, this isn't so bad, I suppose. I'm trying to think about it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think the other way is a little bit easier in the sense that I don't have to prove anything. But of course, the implementation is ridiculous, right? As you saw. So I don't know how I feel about it. right? Because it required me to kind of write. Well, this one is maybe would have been easier, but this one I knew. I mean, I thought. Oh well. I think also honestly the hidden test case did get me, because I think if I didn't have a hidden test case, I think on like one of these, yeah, if I had just this example, then I could have probably figured it out. But I wasn't able to come up with this example. Like I knew it was something like this, but I didn't have a concrete one. And this was actually like with a minute left anyway, so maybe I wouldn't have gotten it. But if I had gotten that, if I had gotten a case like that earlier, then I would have gotten it. Like if I had 10 minutes and that came up, I would have been able to come up with the right answer. It's still like maybe I wouldn't have gotten it in time just because I don't know, right? But like getting this answer was pretty. Like as soon as I saw that input, I knew that I needed to write something like this. But yeah, I don't know. The greedy part is kind of annoying. But yeah, and a lot of people got it apparently because you know. Everyone's a genius these days. How many people got Q4? 600 people got Q4. So there are a lot of geniuses with these problems these days, right? And they just all happen to use the same variable names as you know, just very coincidental, clearly. This one's very. Yeah. Right, so I don't know, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the end of my Leetcode contest things. Maybe I'm done with Leetcode contest. But yeah. That is all I have for this one. This is a long video because you saw me solving a couple of things. This is a 4-hour video, but I think I learned a couple of things. One is that Leetcode still sucks. The other is, I don't know, the greedy thing. I don't know that I learned that much about it, other than practicing my things. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problem, these contests, everything in between. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.